What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel where we talk everything health and wellness. I am Anthony, and in today's video, we're going to focus on finances once again. If you have not heard already, last week the Senate passed a bill that would give every eligible American a $1,200 stimulus check. So in today's video, I want to talk about some things you could do with that money and how you can put it to best use so that you come out better in the long run. So stick around. Okay, so let's briefly talk about how you can qualify to get this money from the government. Now, if you are a single individual and you make less than $75,000 either on your 2018 or 2019 tax return, you will receive the full $1,200. If you are a married couple or you filed jointly on your tax return, whether that's 2018 or 2019, and you made less than $150,000 combined, then you will receive $2,400. And then on top of that, the government will give you $500 for each dependent that you claimed on your taxes on those tax returns. Now, they will be using the most recent tax return that you filed. So if you haven't filed your 2019 tax return, then they will use your 2018. If you filed your 2019 tax return, well, then they will go off the amount that you put on your 2019 tax return, and that will determine how much money you will get. Now, if you made over $75,000 as a single person or $150,000 as a married or a person filing a joint return, then you will receive $5 less for every $100 that you made over that threshold. So that's not a bad deal, especially being that it's not money that you have to pay back. It is a stimulus. So in essence, it is free money for you to do what you decide with it. But I want to give you guys some things to think about and some of the best things that you can do with this money so that you get the best return on your investment. Okay, so the first thing that I would do is I would actually take this money and buy the essentials that you need. Right now, there's a lot of things going on in the world with the virus, and a lot of people are concerned about being able to take care of their physical well-being. So I would take that money and stock up on groceries as much as you need to get by so that you don't have to make as many frequent trips to the grocery store. Stock up on all of your health and wellness products, which if you click the link down below, we have a number of good suggestions, especially for this time of year and with everything that's going on. And yeah, just buy the things that you need right now that you'll be able to get by on for quite some time. The next thing I would do then is, after I've made sure that I have all the necessities for day-to-day living, is to make sure that you are current on your bills. Now, I know that right now a lot of people are concerned about whether they'll be able to pay their bills, but hey, it is a stimulus and it is additional money into what you may already be receiving. So if you're already working or if you're still working, then it's a nice added bonus. But if you're not, let's say you're collecting unemployment, well, then it's a nice bonus on top of that to be able to help you stay current on your bills. And be proactive. Don't be afraid to call maybe your mortgage company or call the utility companies or even some of the credit card companies and see if they will work with you so that you can maybe pay the minimums or maybe defer some of your payments so that it really helps to take off some of the stress and anxiety that you might feel right now about trying to pay your bills. So then I will add to that, if you've already got those things taken care of, you're current on your bills, the next thing it might be a good idea to do is to start building an emergency fund, or if you already have an emergency fund, to beef up that emergency fund a little bit so that you can try to reach the goal of having 3 to 6 months of emergency funds in that bank account. Now, this would be a bank account that I would have where it's liquid, where I have easy access to. So maybe something like a high yield savings account, somewhere where you're going to be able to access that money should you need it. Unfortunately, most people, especially here in the United States, do not have enough money in their bank account to handle a $1,000 emergency. So that's why I recommend to then build your emergency fund. Even if you start small, maybe start with $1,000. And then if you can build it higher, that would be even better. But you really just want to set aside 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. That doesn't include going out to eat or any of the luxuries that we're normally used to, but these are what it requires to live on each month. Because inevitably, let's say that this whole thing blows over and life starts to return to normal, everybody's spending, people go back to work. Well, then now you have a lot of money in your savings account to then make large payments on that debt that you were trying to pay off, and you're still in a good spot. So the next thing I would recommend, and this is if you have those other things taken care of, so you've got an emergency fund and you really need to take care of your mental well-being just as much as your physical. I know if anyone's like me right now, you may be struggling because you're quarantined or confined to the house. And so now would be a good time to take some of that money and maybe invest in yourself. So is there a hobby that you've wanted to pursue? Maybe there's some good books that you've been trying to catch up on. Maybe there's some music. I mean, maybe even try learning an instrument or learning another language. Taking that money and investing in something that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you haven't had the time to in the past. Right now, it seems like we have nothing but time, so it would be a good opportunity to do so. All in all, doing something like that is just going to help you stay active. It's going to keep your mind fresh, and it's going to help take care of your mental wellness as we try to get through a time that's very difficult for a lot of people. So to sum it all up, I guess what I'm saying to you guys is right now, play it safe. Take that money, don't splurge on it. It's not going to burn a hole in your pocket if you hold on to it. There's nothing wrong with saving money right now. Put that money aside because right now it looks like a rainy day just might be around the corner. And it's better to have some money set aside or to have a plan rather than be caught off guard. So that is all that I have for you guys this week. Hopefully you found that content to be beneficial and helpful. If you are not already, remember to subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon so you get notifications every single time that we go live with a new video. And I hope everybody is doing well. Everyone stay safe. If you don't have to leave the house unnecessarily, please don't. And stay well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.